Hey everybody, it's Rob Shear, the founder of Comfort Cases, and I am so excited to be here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Today is the day. Today is the day that I'm going over in about 30 minutes to meet my friend Isaiah, his wife, his friends, their kids. They're hosting a packing party right here in Phoenix. It's where he actually lives during off season. He plays for the Giants. If you got to see him do that amazing touchdown where he had his cleats on that had Comfort Cases logo, this is for a big thank you, to say thank you, Isaiah, for truly making sure that you bring awareness to kids who are in our foster care system. So stay tuned because there's a lot more to see. We are actually here at Clutch Sports Group getting ready for our packing party with Isaiah from the Giants. We're so excited. It can take us a couple minutes to get set up, but you know, it's gonna be a great day. The best part about it is when I pull up, on the front of the building it says, "Be a good human." Who would have thought? I was wondering if one of the kids would come.
Just as a girl, huh? Thank you.
She's getting so big, you're one now.
She wants to see what's happening.
Oh my gosh. This is my, you remember Tristan?
Yeah. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah.
This is my son, Tristan.
Hi, Tristan. Hi. Nice
I let
to
him
meet
play
you.
hooky and come here. And
Okay.
yeah. I think you got some friends that are here. Okay, so maybe if everybody like moved over on this side, because that could be the best backdrop ever. So first of all, I want to say thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you to Isaiah. My name is Rob Shear, and I am the founder of an international nonprofit called Comfort Cases. You know, I always think about, when I get ready to give a talk, how I actually made it here. You know, most people don't talk about the word foster care. We don't understand what the statistics are today, and I know for a fact what it felt like. See, the fact is, I'm actually the youngest of 10 kids. My mother had been married 6 times. We lived in and out of every shelter in Maryland, Virginia, and DC. I never once remember a picture on the wall. I never once remember a Christmas tree. I never remember a birthday cake. And I never remember her saying, "I love you." But the sad part is I remember the monster that she allowed to live in our home, the man that she expected me to call Dad. And I remember as he would walk into the house, each of my brothers and my sisters would think to ourselves, gosh, please don't let today be the day that he calls our name. And sure enough, he would yell my name out, Robert Terry. And my little legs would run as fast as I could to the refrigerator. I would grab that Pabst Blue ribbon out of the refrigerator and run back to the chair. I knew no matter how fast I ran, when I was 2, when I was 5, when I was 7, that he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to my brothers and sisters, and that is take his cigarette and put it out on us. And that was my family. That was life. And then all of a sudden, my brothers and sisters started falling away on the wayside. They started doing and going into what we call foster care. See, the fact is that once you put the F word in front of a child's name in our system, we automatically think they are disposable. We know for a fact that kids in foster care, what the statistics show us. And my brothers and sisters were doing those statistics. Teenage pregnancy, incarceration, drug addiction. As we all gather here today, 80% of our death row inmates were actually in foster care. We're actually in foster care. You know, Nelson Mandela said it so clearly to each and every one of us. We are judged in society by the way we treat our children. Just think about it. By the way we treat our children. And kids who are in foster care, they don't belong to you. They don't belong to me. They belong to us. And I started to get ready to go down that path, understanding that only 54% of the 400,000 kids in our system will actually graduate high school. That's it. only 54%. Then, the fall of 1984, I turned 18. I remember I had a little cockiness in my step when I was coming home from school, and then I noticed it. My dad's car. Why was he home? He normally didn't get home until around 5. And by the way, I called him Dad because I knew that somewhere deep down he had to have loved me. And I then also called her Mom because even though she never put a picture of me on the mantle, and even though they never once threw me a birthday party, or let me play sports, or let me go to camp like they did their other children, somewhere she had to have loved me. And when I walked in the front door, there it was, my trash bag, sitting in the middle of the living room. Those first couple of nights were so scary. I didn't know what to do. Who was I going to tell? And by the way, kids like me, we tell people, they stick us in psychiatric hospitals. They stick us in juvenile detention centers. And for me, I just wanted an education. So I took my bag, I hid it behind a bush, and I walked into school. And I walked into school every single day. No matter how many kids spit on me, no matter how many times I was pushed in a locker because I smelled, I knew I smelled. And by the way, you didn't have to remind me of the holes in my shoes. I felt the water every time it rained. It made sure that I was disposable, that I was invisible, and that I did not matter. I walked across that stage, I left the auditorium, and I went in the back parking lot, and I sat down, and I truly cried. I cried for my mom and dad. I wanted to feel their punches and their burns, anything, just be there for me. I cried for my foster parents. How could you give up on me because of a check? And then I cried for all of you, my community who felt that this boy did not even deserve one person to clap. And at that moment I realized that we as a society, we give children in foster care only 3 choices. That's it. Choice number 1, we give up. Suicide rate in foster care is higher than we have ever seen. Choice number 2, we give in. We do exactly what you expect to us. We join gangs. We end up in your detention centers, into your prisons. We end up addicted to drugs. For choice number 3, we give it all we got. And that's exactly what I did. See, the fact is that we all must understand something. That our community is not our zip code. Our community is our human race. So what affects people right here in Phoenix, Arizona, affects people where I live in Darnestown, Maryland, which then affects people in California and San Francisco. We all have to take responsibility. Last month, my husband and I finalized our son's adoption. So my kids now are 15, 16, 17, 19, and 23. Thank you. So, as I said, this is all done because of Isaiah putting on a pair of cleats that had comfort cases on them and making that amazing touchdown.
Play action from DeVito. End zone. Catch is made. Touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins.
I cannot thank him enough and his wife for all the support they've given us. And so what we're going to actually do is we're going to pack the cases. And the nice part about it is these cases are staying right here. There's an organization that we've been supporting for many years, and she's right over here to represent the organization. It's right here in Arizona. It's a statewide organization that helps families who bring children in foster care into their home. They actually get our cases and deliver them. So they just changed their name to Foster Alliance, am I right?
Yeah.
But they used to be called Helping Hand.
Arizona Helping Hand.
Oh, Arizona Helping Hand. So, so Jamie, you're gonna take the cases. Just real quick, Jamie, I'd like to ask, you've seen people, your organization get these cases that we give you, because we've been giving them to you for years. How does it make them feel?
I mean, there are very few words. So everything that Rob just explained, I just kept being like, and that's what I also see and what we try to identify. So we are the state's leading provider of essentials and basics for children and families in foster care. And so what that means is families that are, or children that are maybe not as lucky as those that are in your home, that are still in the system, we have folks from DCS that will take the items to them. One common thing that he just mentioned was an unexpected, right? So oftentimes we hear of when there's a placement or a call, a lot of times families don't know. And so they may not always have the financial resources, so they come to us and they get them. So relief is a huge thing, but really identity and worth. So when these items get to a child, not only is it someone is thinking of me, it's someone handpicked these items. Not only is it an item, it's brand new, it's quality. And so all of that really adds up. And these are items that these children will remember for years to come. And again, really just reminds them that they matter. So with every individual item that you pack into the bag today, please know that it really adds up.
It does. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to show you how we're going to pack the case. We actually have 4 different stations, okay? So everybody's going to start down here. Isaiah, I'm going to get you to come and be Vanna White. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to actually grab a backpack, okay? All of our backpacks are brand new. All of our backpacks are different, and we do not brand anything whatsoever. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab a pair of pajamas. We're going to grab these pajamas, and there's going to be a tag that's right here. You're going to take that tag off. You're going to put those pajamas right in there. And Isaiah and I are doing a boy who wears a 6T. So as I say, then we're going to take this tag and we're going to tie it on this loop. Probably one of the hardest things that we have to do today, by the way. The reason you need to know that it's a 6T boy as you're going down the aisle, but what this does is this tag right here helps the social worker. So the social worker doesn't have to go in and find out what size it is. They see right here that it's a 6T boy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab their lotion, their shampoo, their conditioner, put that right in there. Or they're going to grab their blankie, stick that right in there. I'm going to grab their toothbrush and toothpaste, put that in there. Then I'm going to pick out a book that's age appropriate. House for Hermit Crab sounds good. And for kids under the age of 10, we actually give them coloring book and crayons. So we're going to take their coloring book, put that in there, their crayons. Now this is the hard part for guys. Women always get this right. Guys, sometimes you're slacking on this, okay? You're gonna actually get your stuffy and you're gonna give it a hug. Really show it some love, okay? And then you're gonna put that in there. And then the very last thing is you're gonna take this card. It says, always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you feel, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Who said it? Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. And on the very back of it, you're gonna sign your name. Kids ask me all the time, Mr. Rob, why? I say, why what? Why would somebody do this? Why would they give me all of this new stuff? I tell the kids, as I tell each of you, you don't have to know someone to love someone. You truly don't. And these kids deserve to be loved. You stick the card right in there, you zip up that case, and you've just completed packing a comfort case. Any questions? We have 250 to pack, my friends. Okay, let's get it done.
I mean, it's real powerful, just understanding that you're helping out these kids, kids that you don't even know, but seeing what they go through, all the struggles behind it. Rob explaining his story, and I know a little bit of it. I've had a foster little brother, adopted sister, so that's why this is so close to my heart personally. So it's awesome to be able to give back and help.
one, Isaiah, I'm going to ask you, is how did it feel to pack those cases?
It felt great just knowing you're helping change lives that, you'll never meet those people, but you're helping them, give them at least a fresh start for the new journey that they're on. So it was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. And now I'm going to ask you, since I seem like you are packing away, how do you think that the child is going to feel who actually receives that case that you packed?
They feel love. They feel that there's something there. There's someone out there there's an angel out there that's looking out on them.
Yeah. It's a huge difference for kids. I'm very fortunate that I get to meet a lot of kids who get our cases. And I'll never forget, I was in Naples, Florida doing one of these events. And whenever I do these events, I always visit group homes. And I was visiting a group home, and there was 2 sisters, a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old. And they were in this group home for about a month, and they got their cases, and I sat on the floor with them. And so I always like to ask kids, what do they really like in their case? And normally, it's their stuffy or their book. And the 10-year-old little girl pulled out her toothbrush. And she said, my toothbrush. I said, your toothbrush? I said, how can that be the most important thing in that bag for you? She said, because my sister and I have been in this group home for a month and we've been sharing one. I went to the executive director and I asked her, why would this happen? And she said, they didn't tell me. Let me tell you something, children in foster care, we don't want to be a burden. So we don't tell, okay? And we don't talk about it. And the thing is that what you did today, Isaiah, what you and your wife brought together actually starts the journey of people talking and normalizing foster care as much as we possibly can. And if there's anything that you can walk away from, is understand that after today, it doesn't have to stop for you. You can still do things to help. You can find local organizations and donate to them. Donate your time. Each and every one of us, no matter what is our skin color, no matter whether we're gay or straight, male or female, we all have the exact same thing in common, and that is our time. Our time. And time is so valuable. So donate that time. Go and, help, throw some football with, at a boys' home. By the way, they're all over the place. Go read a book to a kid in foster care. It truly can make a difference for them to know that they matter. And then last thing I will say is make sure that you change your vocabulary. As I was telling the ladies, the fact is that these are kids. They're kids. They're kids who have been delivered a book that, they didn't truly want, but they're kids. And if we don't stop calling them foster kids, we're never going to break that mold where they're different, because they're not different, okay? They deserve to have everything that we have. And how you do that is first you stop labeling them. We as a society have been able to change our vocabulary and no longer say, look at the homeless man. We say, look at the man who's experiencing homelessness. Why? Because it's experience. Foster care is an experience, and that does not define who they are. What defines who they are is how their community loves them, and that's what we all should do. So again, Isaiah, thank you so much. The Clutch Sports Group, thank you for doing this and allowing us to be here. Visit comfortcases.org. You can find out so much more about what we're doing. Our growth has been so crazy. We're getting ready to expand into Canada this year. We're in the UK, where we serve 84,000 children in the United Kingdom. And again, we're 96% volunteer-ran organization. So every single time you help us, it truly does help a child. So enjoy the rest of your day. And guess what? We finished it. That's exactly right. Phoenix, Arizona, thank you so much. Isaiah, I cannot thank you enough. You and your beautiful wife and your daughter, putting this amazing packing party together means so much. It's gonna be a huge difference for so many kids in foster care. 250 cases, that's exactly right. 250 cases, and I think we did it in record time. So Isaiah, how do you feel?
I feel great. It was awesome to be able to get back, have friends and family come out and support, so it was just a great experience.
Yeah, I will tell you, it was great to see his friends, his family, and again, each and every one of you, you can make a difference, just like Isaiah's doing, just like his wife is doing. Do me a big favor, follow us on social media, make sure that you share, okay, and like all of our posts. The more people that see this, the more the trash bag will go away, and this will be the norm. Have a great day, everybody.